we went from Kabale to Kisoro, and the champion was Mr. Moses Baganizi.
The cardio work. Now, even if you stop at 50 and you get pneumonia at 70, the body will remember, this guy deposited something, and your lungs will have, good work because of what you did today. We are made of the smallest unit called a cell, C-E-L-L, cell. Just the way the government is made of small villages called cells. So is it with our body. Now this body, and everybody divides and grows. This friend of mine, if we come 5 years, he may be taller than me, because at his age, his cells are multiplying faster. Now as we grow, some cells are produced and others die. This is natural. And that death of cells is called programmed death. Programmed death. The cells are programmed to grow and die. When we are younger, the cells multiply more than they die. Therefore, the net effect is increase in height, in weight, in size. Then you reach somewhere, cells balance. As they are produced, they die. Then you start becoming stable there. And even some cells start fusing, they start totally. Like in bones, there is a fusion where the growth has been happening. There is a seal, like you have put nails and no more growth. And actually, you find that as we grow, even the body starts depending on cells, from the bone, the calcium starts getting from bones to blood and everything like that. And as you move on, you have more cell death than cell formation. So something was very beautiful, the wrinkles start coming. The wrinkles are natural because you used to have more cells at their target. Now a little bit of, imbalance, and therefore there is a bit of space. And this happens everywhere, including, the brain and everything. And the signs of aging start appearing on you. So it is very normal for you to have that. This is what is natural. Now, what happens in cancer is that some cells are rebellious. They develop a rebellion. They say, I have refused. Wacha maneno. They said I'm not going to die. And they have the potential, because if I rebel and I teach my child to rebel and the child teaches the child to rebel, this is what happens. So this cell, at its level, within the inside part that controls, that programs it, the nucleus and the DNA, the genes, it says, now from this programming, you are not going to die. And not only that, but you are going to get potential to come from where you are and you go to other parts of the body. And when that happens, we think this is cancer. Now, in some other body masses, medically, since I'm speaking to enlightened people, we call them tumors. Now, a tumor is simply a mass. Any mass, we call it a tumor. Now, this tumor, some cells say, okay, you are not going to die, true, but you are not going to have potential to go far. Now, when you don't have potential to go far and keep where you are, but you're not dying, we say it is benign. Sometimes you read those reports, they say benign kind of tumor. It means it is there, not obeying, but it doesn't have potential to cross borders. Then in others, it has refused to grow, but also it has a potential to live where it was created to be and invade other parts of the body. Now, that is when we say this is a malignant tumor. So malignance is medical. Actually, if we want to confuse you people who don't know, we avoid saying cancer so that you don't wake up before we want to tell you, you know. So you know there's a bit of malignance here. And of course, different grading. Some malignancies are friendly, they look like the normal cells. Some are little there, others, you know, they are, you know, high grade and they want to grow faster. So, you know, stomach, esophagus, where we don't see. So as you age, there is more so the more you grow, the more you are more careful about your health. And however, of course, there are childhood cancers where a child is born, especially blood cancers, cancers of blood, and the cancers of lymph nodes, the cancers of the kidneys. These cancers come in children a lot, and they don't have to do anything. Then another big factor is the genetics. You can say family exposure. You are just born in a family, and especially your closer relative, you know, had a problem. If your closer relative maybe has breast cancer and you are the daughter, it is very wise for you that you take precautions. You understand what I mean? And this is why, of course, families do postmortems. If you know the problem, then you are careful. So this family, you know, in our lineage, we have had this problem. So it is wise for you to take precautions, to do follow-up in relation to that. And then there are other things that predispose us to cancer. Studies done and they are known to predispose us. And scientifically, we call them carcinogens. Things that precipitate, you know, this. And they cause cells to deviate from the normal programming, and others hit these defenses. Actually, our bodies are always fighting. If you don't have cancer, I don't think that cells didn't do. Some cells refused, but the body fought them. You understand? And they cleared those cells. So, but there are things that are known to predispose us. For example, let's talk about smoke. Smoke of any kind. The smoke of any kind, really. The kitchen smoke and all over-smoked stuff. I can say so, over-smoked meat, the smoke from the kitchen, and all that. So people who love that child, you know, if too much smoked, it has been shown that it can predispose one to cancer, especially, you know, esophagus and other things. And then there is smoke that has nicotine of tobacco. That's dangerous, 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 dangerous. Smoking tobacco is even more dangerous. And then there are also infections. There are infections that predispose, they cause cells to get destabilized. Infections, for example, some viruses are known to predispose people to cancer. For example, cancer of the cervix. For ladies, cervix is the entry into the one's womb, the womb, the uterus. And there are specific viruses. For those are recording human papilloma virus, especially, they have different families that predispose one to cancer, and many times this exposure comes through, you know, intercourse, sexual intercourse. Now there are also cancers, viruses that predispose people to penile cancer, cancer of your private parts as men, and then an ETC. But also there is a very stubborn bacteria to let you know about that disturbs the stomach. Many times I have met patients who say, you went to the hospital, they told me I have ulcers. But the ulcers, they told you you have maybe a bacteria that could predispose you to, you know, be having ulcers. And this bacteria, we call it Helicobacter pylori. Sorry for these terms, I'm speaking them in the interest of those who can pick them. If you can't pick them, there's no exam tomorrow. Please relax. So there is what they call H. pylori, and it is very endemic. I mean, it is widely spread especially the tropics, H. pylori, and because we get it through, hand to mouth, so it dwells in our upper gut. Can I say upper gut? The upper part of the alimentary canal, the stomach, and then it causes a lot of havoc, it causes a lot of acid, it disorganizes cells, you get a lot, indigestion. Then with the time, if it is not cleared, it will disorganize cells and predispose you. So it is one of the actually highly virulent. It is a very aggressive bacteria that can predispose you to that. Now these are things that are preventable. And then there are other things that, predispose us, like a lot of bad fat in our system. There are good fats and bad fats, let me say like that. There are fats that help us actually protect us, especially those which are heavy. The high density fats, but then there are fats which are dangerous. The fats which are heavy, they help us carry those which are, they move with them, they attach and carry them. The fats which are bad always deposit in cells and vessels. Now what they do is that they do not allow our cells to defend themselves naturally. They hide. Okay, our immunity hides behind them. They are a barrier. So the body can't defend itself. And therefore, you end up predisposed. And then of course, for some people, a lot of sugar, and all that, it is a lot that can predispose you. And therefore, what can we do? We're already doing the right thing. You must be a health worker. And all of you actually are health workers one way or the other. If you told me your profession, this is honorable. If honorable doesn't allocate a budget to health, we are finished. So in other way, you are a health worker. The bankers, if we are doing badly financially, health is expensive. Then we need that knowledge so that the pocket is good. If the pocket is good, you heard honorable say that they took somebody outside. Or will you go outside? We are looking for money to build the bunker. The bunker is really a house that should. You've heard of radiation.
The organizers, how many people understand Rufumbira honor? Ibangahe Rufumbira rwonyine? I get it. Mkomeze mu ruzungu gusa? Okay, namba byose mbivanze. Reka mbivanze. Kwenda umufumbira. Mwakoze cyane. Mwakoze kanshime aba Rotary Club wa Mugahinga. Mubakomere mu mashi. Kubo gutegura uyu muhango wa cyabere wa exercise. Natwe tu benefitinze mu birutse kandi na awareness yo kugira ngo abantu bamenye cancer. Mwakoze cyane. Chime ba partners babafashije Centenary Bank. Thank you so much for supporting the people. Thank you so much for giving back to the people. We have accounts there. We shall add more accounts. Thank you. Nongere nshime aba participants. Kanshime Dr. Surgeon, Dr. Muhanji for that elaborate brief. Wakoze cyane abana umwana mwiza afite ubwenge bwinshi. Wakoze kwigisha abakazi. Nanje ndi Dr. Mose Doctor. I'm a physician and also a public health specialist. I specialize in TB, but I can also just add a brief. Ngiye kubongereraho gato mu Rufumbira kugira ngo twongere ko gukenga cyane. Aba tungu Rufumbira cyane kandi. Ariko buriya rero yabivuze byose yarabisomye. Arabizi ni Sergio. Ntari kuko nshaka kwa addressinga igitumye turi kwiruka uyu munsi. Impact cancer ifite ku society yacu naho tugejeje mu ntambara ya cancer. Soko aba doctor na government n'abandi So reka ntangirire kuri kansa. Dr. yabivuze, kansa ni indwara y'umubiri itava hanze, itangirira mu mubiri wacu. So ufite umubiri wese yayirwara. The disease of our body which does not come from outside, so everyone with the body can get cancer. Very brief murufumbi. Arako nenda kuclarifying aho kaje kugira ngo dukenge neza uyu munsi. Kuko mfite ba Dr. Sajon ari hari ya nandi ndahari hano nabandi bazayisoni nababonye reka tukirangiza. Nongera aho gace kuko twakenze kubyuri. None Dr. Mr. Engineer Royiza ari hano. Dr. Muhanji yavuze ko umubiri ukozwe na butafari cells. Kwiyo turi gukura nk'aba bana bato beza, ubutafari buguma bwiyongera, tukaguma turakura tuba barebare tuba banini, tukagera aho tugarukira. Ni kuko Aroyizi atangira inzu mu musinge, akongera itafari kurindi, akagera igihe inzira arangiye ayiteye plasta, none abantu bagira iki bayitaye. None Aroyizi amaze kuguha ibishumuruzo, washizemo TV n'igitanda kirimo, ukabyuka mu gitondo, kangire ngo iyi nzu ya Aroyizi Engineer yubatse ni nziza, kangire ifite compartments, kangire ngo compartment k'igisenge kimwe n'ikijima, nango gihaha, nango mbwonko, naho ngabo. So nenda kugikora simu, ubyutse mu gitondo kare, ugasanga mu sitting room ikindi gisenge kiri gukura cyo tashizeho. Sicyo Doctor? I think I want to make it so simple about when you form it. Ukabyuka mu gitondo Engineer yubatse yararangije, yaragiye, none samuye agaha ku gisenge, ukabona amatafari atangiye kugira iki kwipanga, kandi kagakomeza. Iyo ni iki kagakomezamo uncontrollable, utayahagara. So kangire ngo ubundi Engineer Royizi hari igisenge kinini cyo yashizemo cya concrete, like CMF dozi aha ngo bonde nikazi yiyongera kagarukira aho ngaho, ariko icyo gisenge kikananirwa kugira iki none so ugeze mu gitondo igisenge kigatangira kwipanga inyuma ya TV, kikayisunika, kigakomezamo kikayitsindika, kigakomezamo kigakora kigasenya ibindi. Si kibazo siko? Aha, subwo yo ni kansa. Abandi mu kansa ngo ni iki? Ibibyimba. So kuko mukibonye kiratigishije kandi niko kiri, kuko nabyutse igisenge cyakoze mu nzu yawe uragira iki gati. So kikanzana ku symptoms, signs and symptoms za kansa zikaza zite. Uko izo seru ziri gukura ziba zishaka ibyo kurya byinshi, zikarya bikabangamira izindi sero, zikarya cyane, zikadaza umuntu, zikabyiga izindi, zikazigagura cyane, ukagira ububabare pain. None iyo kansa iri malignant ko yabivuze mu science nyinshi yize, ikaza ikarya mu mutsi, maze kugurika mu mutsi, ubwo butafari bubi bukinjira mu maraso, amaraso akabushana mu kindi gice. Nico mvuga ngo kansa yakoze yageze hehe hose. Kandi yo engineer yaguhaye yinzu, twe wigo engineer wacu ni Imana yakoze iyo ntuza yitwa DNA murayumvaga muri iki gihe bayikoreshaga ibindi bitari bidashite, ariko ngo gushaka nibo ntuza yarakoze ibindi guca. Iyo DNA ni ifite formula, niyo plani ikozwe neza twitaga gene, mwibutsa ba primary secondary biology. None iyo habaye incobe mu gene imwe cyo twita none agatibi yo gacamye ukora itafari rihengamye, n'iryo tafari rihengamye rikagira ingeso mbi rigakura cane rigasumba yandi gatereka simple siko ico turakiranye. None kansa kubwo kubyigana izindi sero kabubari byinshi, kubwo kurya ibindi by'ahandi ibindi bijyo by'izindi sero umuntu akadara cyane ikagumira kuri shaka byinshi, izo sero zigapfa n'iziri kuzirwanya n'ibindi zikazana chemicals, umuntu akagira imbaraga nshya akarwara akadara. Izo chemicals nyinshi na waste products nyinshi bakazishyira mu maraso, nazo zikongera kubuza umuntu amahoro, ukamunaniza kurya, ukabikora ikibindi byose, umuntu akadara cyane. Muyo sayine ya kansa yitwa cachexia, urabari abadokita barabizi. So kansa ni ikintu kibi cyane. So ubwo twumenye ngo kansa ni igisenge kindi kiri gukura mu nzu barangije kubaka. Niba habaye umwana muto agikora k'ikijima cyo bacyaranje gukora, isero zikuze gusumba izindi muri icyo kijima, n'uwo mwana yagira ikijima kansa muri cyo. So nabana hari kansa zibagiranye. So muri kureba kari ikintu kibi cyane. So none kumetumenye kansa umuntu ayireberaga kuki nibyo ngibyo, akabyimba kaba hejuru, nangwa for example the ladies, if you feel ubumbi cyakabyimba mu mabere, a lump in the breast, please don't remain home. Mando shake Dr. Muhammad n'abandi ko dutangire kukabyimba, tugeze ku gasebe, tugeze no kubindi, tugeze no kishaka handi. Ibyo ba doctor babikoraga nyuma. Doctor yavuga n'ikindi kintu ko kansa yiyongeraga imyaka yiyongera. So kandi kansa tushaka kuyimenya ari uko yarenze. So ubundi uragira symptom nko nyine nko ku bleeding nangwa kubuvamo amaraso, ari uko kansa yamaze uzaseruze kuba mbwiza amaze gupfa, ikagiza igisebe ku munwa winda imbyeyi. Menya ko mbivuze uri kunaba wifate urebe ni wumva amakabyimba gato, please, kuko early detection kubimenya kare kansa ikiri nto niko izana kutworohera kuyivura. So kuki turi mu awareness cyane, kuki event iri important, uko mvuze ngo kansa nuko doctor yavuze iba ari igice cy'umubiri wacu, ariko ari igice cyacu cyakuze nabi. None ni ikimenyesha ngo kuyikiza nukuja kwica cya gice, siko kandi usize ugundi mubiri guri muzima. None ni ikimenyesha ngo Aloyize afite kwinjira muri iyo nzu, icyo gisenge akakimena sagikari ubwo yizi ni uriya Dr. Sagion.
Here I'm representing the RDC who has not been able to be with us today in this cancer run. But I want to appreciate everybody who has participated in today's run. It was a marvelous one and enjoyable. For me, I did the 10-kilometer run and I was the third. So I'm waiting for my anyway, I'm kidding, but we enjoyed the run, and thanks so much the designers of the routes. The routes were so good, and for me I enjoyed mine. I don't know those who went other routes, but it was very well planned. When we go back to cancer, the doctors have taken us through cancer. Cancer is not an easy disease. It has really done us bad. Most of us, what I know, most of us have been the victims of cancer. If you have not lost somebody, at least you have lost a friend or a relative or whatever. Me, as a person, this year I have lost 4 people who are close to me with cancer. Of recent, I lost my best friend, lost a wife. And we buried her just like 2 or 3 weeks in Kabira and Toma there. She had a cancer, this cancer which is all in blood. How do they call it? Cancer of blood? That one, I can't even pronounce it. But it is the most dangerous cancer, I think, that we have in these cancer, the types of cancers that we have. Because that family was so close to my family, that we would be visiting each other. Studying, she was studying medicine at KIU, Ishaka. So we had lunch together in Easter. She was going back to school. Actually, she died when she was finishing her course. She died within 3 months. Cancer of the blood. It was very dangerous, and I had never seen it. So it opened my mind. In most cases, for us, we tend to fear these other diseases. And they tell you HIV, but cancer, I think it is more deadly than even HIV. Because really, in 3 months, someone is gone. It was too much. Then I visited her in the hospital. But when we were there visiting, 2 people died in the ward. I was like, what is happening? So cancer, the doctors, you must really do research. It has increased tremendously. Just, we used to hear about cancer as if it is a normal disease, but of recent, cancer has increased, and there must be a very big problem. If the government doesn't come out to ascertain what is causing all these cancer diseases around, then we are really doomed. But I want to appreciate Rotary for coming out to see that really cancer has become a problem to our country, and we are running towards making sure that cancer patients at least get the medication, they get released of the pain. I lost my grandmother sometime, I think within this year. I told you I've lost 4 people. So when we took her to Morago, they told her that the cancer, a lot of money on her. She said, instead of wasting all this money, you take me back home. That would depend on the painkillers. But the painkillers reached the extent of not helping her. She died very painful death. Actually, I didn't even want to be going there to see her, because she would be crying, whatever. Cancer is very dangerous, and we hope that since you have come in as a Rotary, something will be done, and maybe we shall see some changes as far as treatment, as far as awareness. Actually, there is no awareness. Like me, what the doctor was saying here, I'm even very surprised. Actually, very soon I will visit you, because we are all more enlightened. I take myself to be enlightened because I read the news, I'm ever on social media. But I don't know what you are saying here. What about the villager who is down in the village? So we need more awareness, treatment, all those things, such that maybe these cancer diseases can decrease a bit. Otherwise, for us as the KISORO and as the Office of the President, whom I have represented today, we really want to take this opportunity to thank the organizers for this cause. I know it is in the whole country, but other districts have not celebrated this, they have not participated in this. So KISORO to come out and organize this, and it is a success. Really, we appreciate that, and keep it up. So we have taken a lot of time. Let me end here. I wish you all the best as you're going back home, as you're going back to your duties. Please always be mindful of your health, as the doctors have told us. Let us always do some exercises. Let us always do some checkups. Let us always mind about our eating habits. All those things that they have been telling us here, such that maybe we can add on the years which God prepared for us, because we have to really also do something to our health, as also the superior person, the supernatural person there is also preparing some things for us. Thank you so much. May God bless you.
Thank you so much. Actually, before you go back, we also want to welcome the chief runner again. We're going to begin with the 15 kilometers. The 15 kilometer race, the runners, these guys who are running very fast. So we had 10 kilometers. We had also the hikers. Hikers, oh yeah. Hikers, oh yeah. Yes, they are there. Those guys are very, very strong. Eh? Yeah, there's a beautiful team of them. Yes, Dr. Mahanji as well, please come. Yes, come, let's do this together. So yes, we also had the 10 kilometers, we had the 50 kilometers. We ran from Kabale to Kisoro, and the champion was Mr. Moses Baganizi. I am the one. Yes, I won that one. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes. Okay. So for the 15 kilometers, Mr. Mugisha Samuel, let's clap for him as he comes. Mr. Mugisha Samuel. Number 2, Mr. Biakagaba Francis. Modeste is a very humble man. Yes.
Thank you. In most cases, these civil servants don't help us in awareness. Onde gusaba Alois amoyira moyira community ngwino muze mudufashe tukabiba ibihembo ingini Alois ngwino moyira na Keren na mugoja ari hehe this is if you participating nayo unakoze Dr. Wachari hano. So this one is for Mugisha. Hey, Mr. Mugisha, Mr. is a sportsman, renowned. Thank you. Thank you for supporting Cancer Run, and thank you for running hard. Akoze. That one give to Jakagaba Francis, number 2. Modeste. Receive from our engineer. Modeste. Wakoze kwiruka, wakoze kumenya kansa no kuyirwanya, ukomerezaho. Wakoze. Aishati. Akoze cyane kwiruka kurwanya kansa. Wakoze. Akoze ni coach w'imipira ngira ngo ibyo kwiruka nta biba bimworoheye. Ni na makanika. Wakoze Bosco. Nibo bafite kurwanya kansa. Bosco Nguda wakoze kutwiyungaho kandi wakoze ubwo wa mbere Rotary Club mu Gahinga igwaye impano igushimira wakoze. Yes. Always be part of us. Thank you. No kuredi ugumara rwanya kansa. Ubwo Dr. babikubwiye ubivuge. Wakoze. Thank me. Thank you. Well done, we're not DPC. Aliwe ukuha igihembo cyawe.
We appreciate this young boy. He resembles this other one who was there. Is it the father? Yeah, so it is in blood. So you keep on practicing until that you take over from your father. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Ngo umwirutsi mutoya cyane yari yitwa Manzi. Manzi ari hehe? Murakoze cyane. Uramutse dore bakumupira profession w'abana ibintu irabereka amanyuha. Wakoze cyane moyira. Wakoze cyane, wakoze kwiruka, wakoze kurwanya kansa, wakoze. Thank you so much. Natwe twese sifite kwihembara. Twikomere mu mashi. Twikomere mu mashi. Wakoze cyane.
Continue for a win for more adventure